Hey guys, welcome back. This is Chishik Talks, and this is level 12. And in part 1, I just wanted to specifically talk about the monk talent tree. But before we get started, I just wanted to briefly comment on all the information that was released within, the past 12 hours and still being released. I'm very happy with that. I mean, there's just so much information, I didn't want to cram it all into one video and say, here it is. So I really just want to make, a part and review it and discuss about it. My only two issues with all the hype about this press release was that there was no beta announcement date released and that there was no gameplay footage. I mean, those were my two big bugaboos about this whole conference, that we didn't see it, but it wasn't any big deal to me. I mean, I just thought we would see some gameplay footage, but I guess not. So let's take a look at this talent tree, and I'm going to talk about what I think about it. So the first tier, level 15 that you get is Intuition. Your roll ability costs no chi. This effect becomes inactive for 15 seconds after use. There's Clarity. Your roll ability will move you at a slightly longer distance and at a slightly quicker speed. And Momentum. Every time you roll, you gain a stacking 10% movement speed buff. Stacks up to 3 times. Obviously, a roll tier. To me, I'm going to be rolling a healer, so this is all my healer's perspective. I'm sure it'll change after I play, but the whole longer distance roll would be for me, just to quickly get out of a fire or move to a place or a spot. I mean, I'm not going to be rolling all over the place, especially after they said that the monk will be doing damage as well as healing. So I don't expect to be rolling the whole fight. Next is a chi tier. Obviously, the first isn't available. It's coming soon, but you have another choice of Ascendance, increases the amount of maximum chi by 1, and Genocider, which has a 1.5 minute cooldown but is an instant cast, instantly restores all of your chi. I don't know how it's going to work. I haven't played, or we haven't played, so I can't really comment on this tier, but I know as a healer, you will have mana, just like a druid. He'll have rage as a bear, but when he goes into the healing spec, he has mana just like all the other healers. So can't really comment of how chi is going to affect healer wise, so we can move on to the next tier. Next is tier 3, Deadly Reach. Your paralysis ability is now usable from 40 yards away. Charging Ox Wave, a mighty ox effigy rushes towards the target, stunning all enemies within its path for 3 seconds. When the ox reaches the enemy, they and all nearby enemies within 0 yards are knocked back for a short distance. And Leg Sweep. You knock down all enemies within 5 yards, effectively stunning them for 6 seconds. Paralysis is an ability where you basically stun the target and they can't move for 30 seconds. And if you do it from behind, the duration of it is doubled. So it's just a CC. But again, the issue is I haven't seen any gameplay footage. I haven't played, so I can't, maybe I want to have that ox, stunning all enemies, or maybe I want that leg sweep, because monks will be doing damage, so it's going to be something new. So I don't know. I mean, I would normally go for that, longer distance of CCing someone, but it's kind of up in the air for this one, because again, we just don't know how the monk fighting and healing is just going to work. Next is tier 4, which you get at level 60. Beguile. When attacked, your movement speed is increased by 3%, and you cause all nearby enemies to move at 3% reduced speed within 8 yards. This effect can stack up to 6 times. Next is Dematerialize. It's channeled. 45-second cooldown. You escape your physical form, dematerializing into an ether, avoiding all damage for 3 seconds. And the other one is Tiger's Lust. It's a melee range. It's instant. With a 1 minute cooldown, instantly clears the target of all immobilizing and movement impairing effects, and increases their movement speed by 70% for 6 seconds. Obviously, movement / escape tier. If I was taking Clarity, remember where I get a slightly longer distance roll and movement speed increase a little. That Tiger's Lust, stacking with that would be kind of nice, to rush to some area or, get out of fire, if I had to. So again, that Tiger's Lust and that increase of movement speed by 70%, Yeah, that'd be kind of nice. Next tier is kind of long in tier 5. Chi Bind. Bind yourself to your targeted statue with a tether of Chi energy, causing any friend or foe caught in its path to take X amount of damage or Y healing. Chi Serpent. You summon a ball of Chi energy, dealing damage and healing all targets within its path, within 60 yards. While it's traveling, you can discharge the spear, dealing X amount of damage / healing to all targets at its current location, and reducing / increasing all targets' movement speed by 70% for 3 seconds, but canceling the spear. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Chi Torpedo. Torpedo a distance in front of you, dealing 1 damage to all enemies and 981 healing all allies in your path. Wow. Very, very good tier. Damage / healing. I was looking at that Chi Serpent, but that Chi Bind, I'm interested to see how, caught in its path, take X amount of damage or healing. So when you strategically, position your statue to where it can hit all of your teammates, and how close they have to be to be affected by it. Sounds, interesting. I really want to see that. So Chi Bind or Chi Serpent for me. And that Chi Torpedo, I mean, until I play it, then I can really make my final decision on it, because I know there's going to be people who take Chi Bind, and there's going to be someone who takes Chi Torpedo. So it's kind of up in the air right now. I mean, that's what I love about these talents, is that, people are going to be unique in their own way and their playstyle. Next is the final tier, tier 6, at level 90. Ring of Peace forms a sanctuary around you, causing all enemies to be unable to attack or cause harmful spells while within it. That lasts for 10 seconds. Rushing Jade Wind. You encase the friendly or enemy target in a whirling Jade Tornado, becoming immune to all damage and healing, and traveling at a quick speed and a distance in front of you. And last but not least is Chi Cocoon. You encase the friendly or enemy target in a cocoon, shielding them from all outside damage and healing, and causing them unable to attack. It deals X amount of damage to enemies and Y healing to allies every 1 second for 8 seconds. That Ring of Peace just keeps it catches my eye, and I wonder how it works out for PvE. Because say you have a boss, and part of the fight there's going to be an incoming, of a lot of DPS, and I'm going to go up and throw the sanctuary down to where he doesn't do anything for 10 seconds. I really want to see what they do with that. And then you have the Chi Cocoon, which is almost like a bubble. I don't know if you can move yet. It doesn't say, so I really want to see it, because it'll basically be like the bubble / mark of protection from paladins. But to me, I think I'd be taking that Chi Cocoon or that Ring of Peace. I mean, until I see it, I mean, that Ring of Peace just sounds kind of interesting, to be able to have a person do no damage or spells for 10 seconds. That sounds pretty good. And that concludes the Monk talent tree, guys. I'll leave my Twitter page in the description below. 2 videos here that are on my YouTube page. Just click it and it'll take you right to it. And don't forget to subscribe and comment, guys, on what you guys think about the new talent tree for monks. I mean, I really want to hear what you guys would choose. But yeah, so I'll see you guys later. And again, don't forget to comment. I will be posting more videos about all this information. Again, I don't want to put it all into one video and just send it out. I mean, I'm not going to do that. I don't know what part 2 will be. Maybe the new areas, the new instances. So no promises, but there'll be another part 2. And I'll see you guys later.